technicians on site see a lot of different things. And, you see the sales opportunities, you see the preventative maintenance type opportunities. Are there safety concerns that can be documented, right? Health concerns that can be documented for that restaurant owner that they can get in front of so the health department doesn't hammer them down. A big part of our system as well is live video content. And in COVID, our live video augmented reality capability and the content it creates. But we've seen a lot of folks leaning into, not only can I use live video to support my technicians, I'm going to send a link because the way our system works to my restaurant owner, our facilities director, and I want to be able to get eyes and ears on the site before I even go. I'm going to send the right person, maybe with the right part. And so you start to get the sense of, people are more sensitive. Obviously, hopefully we're coming out of this thing, but social distancing, being able to get eyes and ears on site is a great workforce optimization tool. And when you're doing those kind of things, supporting guys in the field like that, we're recording those interactions, et cetera. So again, outside of XOI, thinking about the tools that are available to you to get eyes and ears on site and be more efficient as an organization, it also does a lot for transparency as well, because if someone's got a fire, what we say a lot in the HVAC space is, oh, I'm going to send the closest it's hot in here guy, because that's what I got from the customer. It's hot in here, right? And if I could get a couple other pieces of information, I could send Phil or Sally and they would be able to fix it because I know a little bit more about the problem versus it's down. And so just some interesting things to think about when we think about transparency and trust and communication. And I saw you kind of light up on the health side. So I'm curious to get your take on that too. Like, where are the opportunities for you to provide that type of deliverable for your customer?
Yeah. I mean, we're talking about safety, right? We're talking about safety. Things happen on the job, and when we're seeing, it could be a number of things that happen. Like he could document, hey, Rich, just want you to see as I'm walking into the building, there's certain safety concerns, whatever they might be. It could be different variables at different locations, but documenting these things to show, if we're quoting an install, I think this goes to a site survey stuff, which we're utilizing this a lot on the site survey portion of it, saying, Rich, it's not going to be safe to get this up the stairs. We just did this with a combi oven. We went, the hallways were so narrow. We were going up about 15 or 16 stairs into a Rich, it's not safe. I don't think any of our technicians or any of us should be here. Take a look at this. I mean, he got the route. We got the measure tape out. We're measuring all this stuff. All this is captured on video as the technician is talking it through. We sent it off to the rep, and the rep said, you know what? I agree. It's not safe. We're not going to put that unit in this facility. So that is real world stuff. This is stuff that's happening every single day. And, prior to that, with the link in the video, it's a clear video. It's a link. It's not one of these little things you get on the phone that you're trying to see. So you're getting the good quality video. And when I send that off to the rep, it just, usually I have to explain it. And he's like, you sure about that? Now he saw it. There's no questions. We're moving on. So we know that was not a safe install. That wasn't we're not going to lug a 1,000-pound combi oven up those stairs. So these are real world safety concerns that are being, tackled right away, and saving time and saving effort and money for us to get there and unload 4 guys trying to hump it. And it's just not going to work.
Yeah. So there's opportunities within any business to look at ways to provide consistent visibility in what's happening. And of course, we built this software with enterprise in mind. And so we deal with things like memory and security. And for example, a technician takes a bunch of content. Once it's in the cloud, we delete it from their device, right? So if they leave the company someday, they're not taking their customer content with them. So there's things that's out there. But all that being said, there are opportunities to add this enhancement to your day that was huge deliverable returns on a pretty simple ask. And just to be clear to anyone listening, we're not trying to make Steven Spielberg's out on site, right? Not 8-hour videos. These are value moments, 30 seconds, 60 seconds. Our customers have taken millions of pieces of content over the last few years. Average video length is between 30 and 60 seconds. You're capturing value. This is the situation here. This is the situation here. The important piece is historical value too. It's something worth thinking. How many times, Rich, I'm sure you can think of examples. Yeah, I was on that site, I saw that thing. This customer's calling me 3 months later.
Yes.
Saying whatever. And having that in one cloud-based area, no matter what you use for reference, is great for, I've been recommending these repairs for 6 months, or I'm looking for a renewal. And I want you to show you the level of visibility and trust that I built for you as a client. And so it's not just, oh yeah, I've seen you guys every so often and you did that one thing. And I'm making my own negative fantasy maybe in some cases about what you were as a contractor for me. We document every single trip we did for the last 2 years. Let's go ahead and walk through every single one. It's pretty powerful for a lot of different parts of your business. And again, you're not asking the tech to do 27 hours of video on site. Value creation, and it benefits them, the company, and the customer.
Yeah, and going back to that, that's a really important piece. Talking about the history. So technicians, they like to know everything. If Joe was there 2 months ago or last week, they want to know everything. And some, software, as we use it, there's some capability factors as far as looking at history and stuff in your tablet, but they're just words. It becomes more relevant and real when you see the video. So we could actually go back in XOI. We could type in the job name. We could type in a lot of different keywords and tags to go back and look. So, Gil might be going out on a call today that Dan was there 4 months ago. He's going to see exactly what happened that went down. We just replaced the motor. The motor's acting up again. We have video. We see what's going on. we're gonna have a much better opportunity to come in and assess the situation with the more information. Because I always say information is power in this industry. Miles and cereals and all that stuff are all great. We need to get all that, but imagine having the story of the job right in front of you that just happened. This is power. It's empowering the technician.
Yeah, I encourage people listening to this to think about, in your service organization, where are your teams or you having unnecessary salary conversations, right? And that's a great example. So Gil and Dan, you mentioned those two exampus. Gil's like, I see Dan was here 3 months ago. What is Gil going to do without a platform like this, as an example? He's going to call him. What's Dan doing? He's on another job. He's stopping. They BS about the weather and the football game from Sunday, and then they talk about the job. I saw your notes; they weren't great. What were you talking about in this issue? 15 minutes are not burned down. You may go, oh, okay, yeah, that's life. That's we want our guys to talk. You add a bunch of those 15-minute phone calls up in a day because you didn't take the 2 minutes, right? 2 minutes on a job to kind of look at what each thing was. There's a ton of value there. Think about all the back and forth with the office, right? Because folks in the office are going, you didn't give me this information. I need this. I need that. So looking at salary conversations and going, how many of these could I cut out? And how many more jobs could I do? How much more efficient? How much better would our lives be as an organization if I could cut those out?
Yeah. I mean, this is, we talk about in this industry, I talk about it. I know I do. I say, okay, there's 10 companies in my market. We all sell parts. We all sell service. We all have certified techs. We're all the best. What's the differentiator? This is the differentiator. Okay. This is the differentiator that you want to put in your bag and say, this is what we do. Nobody else does it. And this is going to be the conversation when you're sitting down for PMs and everything as well. I mean, there's endless reasons why this is important. I'm not trying to sell you on anything. I'm just literally telling you that this is game changing for the service industry to make good companies look like good companies, look like great companies.
Yeah. And what I would add to that, and I mean this sincerely, you need to have video in your business if you're listening to this. That doesn't have to be XOI. I'm encouraging people listening to this going, this is becoming a standard in this industry, and there's so much value for such a small investment of time. If you took the time to do it, it is immense value. And I promise that even if you just said, you know what, memory security, I'm not really worried about that. I got 4 techs. I'm gonna have guys start taking videos on their phone consistently. You will win. And I'd encourage you to test it out yourself, right? With your own devices and see. And it is a game changer for what people are expecting and a really powerful piece to adding a differentiator to your business.